Oh yeah, he needs to do Annihilation one of these days. He hasn't done that one yet. I'd love to see his opinion on that.
Don't make him suffer.
Oh, come on, a true artist suffers for their art. Tell me you wouldn't want to see his actual breakdown of everything that's wrong with it. I don't know. Maybe I can talk him into it. Oh, anyway. Oh, hold on. I gotta adjust my headphone. My hair's caught in it.
True.
Maybe I'll make him a nice Reptile fan art and apology. Okay then, so this is the 95 movie, and it says, doesn't suck. Of course. So let's go ahead, get that going. Let me know if the audio levels are good. Dun, 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 dun.
I am the chosen one. Your soul is mine.
This is a Mortal Kombat movie made for Mortal Kombat fans.
It wasn't ashamed of its source material. It respected it.
I think it deserves an S rank.
95 movie is still my favorite.
95 Scorpion's Revenge tied.
95 movie is obviously the best one.
Mortal Kombat is a 1995 martial arts film based on the video game franchise Mortal Kombat, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, a young aspiring...
So he directed the fabulous 95 Mortal Kombat movie and then went on to basically butt-ream the Resident Evil franchise. Right.
Director who has only done one film before this.
I've always been interested, no matter what I've done, in making movies for young people. It's the market that I really like, it's the audience that I like, it's what I like to make movies that I grew up enjoying.
And produced by Lawrence Kasanoff, who was also the producer of Terminator and True Lies.
We
Good
had
movies.
two main goals in making Mortal Kombat. We wanted to combine special effects and martial arts into a mythic story in a way that had never been done before. And our second goal was to have an absolute blast doing it and make a movie that everyone would have an absolute blast watching.
The movie was a big hit back in the 90s. It has been a debate on whether it was a good video game movie for decades.
Considering the laughable Street Fighter movie of last year and the even greater fiasco of the Super Mario Bros. Effort, we can only hope that when it opens next month, Mortal Kombat will prove that you can have a film based on a video game that isn't canon.
And in today's video, I'm going to bully it. I quite like this movie if you couldn't tell from the title. I thought I'd take a nostalgic trip back in time to check out this ancient media that kickstarted this franchise. The stuff that worked, and the stuff that's outdated. And stay tuned to the end of the video, where I reveal my true intentions as to why I've made this review. So let's bicycle kick right into Mortal Kombat 1995. We start the movie with Shang Tsung bitch slapping a child. I always love my morning cup of child abuse.
Your brother's soul is mine.
Shang Tsung is played by Hiroyuki Tagora, and his performance is so phenomenal.
Anywho.
So absorbed in his role of Shang Tsung that local Thai children watching filming of the movie's opening scene became frightened and ran away.
Then Liu Kang wakes up from this nightmare in his beautifully lit Matrix apartment. Liu Kang is played by Hong Kong martial artist action star Robin Shell. Liu Kang receives a letter that reads,
He does kind of have a
Brother
Matrix
dead,
bedroom.
return home. Grandfather. Boy, I'd love to receive a Hello Kitty postcard that wrote like that. Next we go to Hong Kong to check on Sonya Blade, played by American actress, model, and singer.
She sang? I didn't know she was a singer. Was that actually her singing?
Bridget Wilson. The Special Forces are here to capture Connor, played by Trevor Goddard, and we all...
The GOAT of Kanos!
Almost had another 2021 Kano situation.
We actually weren't gonna shoot his face to be half metal because we thought it would look like some other movies that Al and I have done. As we were designing the characters, we had little kids in, and they would see all the character designs and approve them. And when they saw Kano, the original Kano, without this metal faceplate, the kids started huffing and puffing like an exasperated bull and almost exploded, thinking that Kano wouldn't have a metal faceplate. They kept repeating it, Kano has a metal faceplate. So we changed back to the original design of the character from the game, and that's what you see here.
Trust me, Sonya. I trust one person on this planet, Jax. You're talking to her.
Aww.
Sonya then starts moving through the crowd by punching them, not physically, but only by sound.
The edit.
Shang wants Sonya to follow Kono
Oh my god, he always kills me with those edits.
so that she can join the tournament. This is also the beginning of Shang Tsung's creepy obsession with Sonya.
Yeah.
If so much as touch your Kano, you're going to need to see me idol.
Your eyes doing the thing.
We'll get back onto this later. Sonya continues to punch people.
Owie! Oh!
Shoots one
Ow.
of Kano's good boys and asks where he is.
Where's Kano?
And the lackey farts out a response.
Where is
Next we get introduced to Johnny Cage, played by
Yay!
Lyndon Ashby. He's
Yeah!
about to be attacked by a couple of
Yeah, Lyndon Ashby, I love you. I'm sorry, he's been my favorite live-action portrayal of Johnny ever.
thugs. I love this shot where the weapons they show get progressively more and more lethal.
Let's dance.
Let's
The goat.
Yeah. He did the role so amazingly. Yeah, let's just say, as great of an actor as Carl Urban is, this is what he has to... This right here, Carl Urban, is what you have to live up to, man. Don't disappoint us.
This is where you fall
before you
down.
fall down? Oh, yeah.
This is where you fall.
Oh,
fall
no.
Fall. This is where you fall.
Then it all turns
No!
out to be a movie set, and Johnny is pissed at the director. Fun fact, Steven
suspiciously
Spielberg
looks like
was
Spielberg,
actually
yeah.
supposed to make a cameo here, but due to scheduling issues he couldn't make it. However, they still got a look-alike for this part.
The guy you're about to see clearly maybe looks like somebody who we won't mention.
Liu Shang and Johnny are so
Also,
perfectly casted
shame
it's
on you,
hard
the
to
fourth
top.
snake, for getting something wrong about this fact.
Well, and of course, Kerry Tagawa. Also perfect. He is Shang Tsung.
Supposedly, he was actually considered to direct the original movie.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I made
Chris. I'm
severe
sorry. I didn't mean to
and
spook you, buddy.
continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be
I'm
forgiven.
sorry, buddy.
I'm simply here to apologise. What we came across that day in the Living Forest was obviously unplanned.
Alright, how long is the video? 3 minutes! Okay, I accept your apology. Thank you very much. Go to the Four Snake channel to watch the full thing. Moving on.
Now fuck off.
Johnny then meets up with Master Boyd, who suggests to join a fighting tournament to gain back his reputation. But of course, this is another one of Shang Tsung's manipulations. Next up,
Shut
we
up
see
up
Liu
there.
Kang going back to his hometown, the Temple of Light.
Being too noisy.
I guess calling it the Shaolin Temple wasn't cool enough. Also, this place is gangsta.
What did he say?
But of course, this is another one of Shang Tsung's
Sorry, I had to rewind it,
manipulations.
'cause somebody's
Next
talking
up,
over
we
it.
see Liu Kang going back to his hometown, the Temple of Light. I guess calling it the Shaolin Temple wasn't cool enough. Also, this place is not filmed in China, but in Thailand.
The interesting thing about Thailand was, other than the fact that it was beautiful and gorgeous, exactly what we imagined, what we thought up when we were writing the script, is here.
I've never seen those temples put on film. I've never seen them done in a Western movie in the way we did them. And that's very exciting.
Liu Kang meets his grandfather, where he explains his brother's death.
What happened?
After you left for America, he followed in your footsteps.
So they don't really explain why Shang Tsung came here to fight Chan. But my theory is Shang came here to challenge the Chosen One, and Chan decided to face Shang in Liu Kang's place. Liu Kang decides to join the tournament to find his brother's killer. And this is where we get introduced to the Thunder God himself, Raiden, played by Christopher Lambert, who is probably the biggest actor in the cast, due to Highlander.
When we first previewed the film, we actually heard people scream out Highlander, so they did recognize him.
And his first line in this movie already hits home for Liu Kang.
That's why you left the temple and ran away. The great tournament was too much responsibility, but vengeance, that's so much simpler.
Raiden pinpoints exactly what Liu Kang's inner struggles are, exactly what a good mentor would do. Then he embarrasses Liu Kang.
Make me feel like shit.
Liu Kang then doesn't care about getting his elder's approval, and goes off to the tournament. Now let me pause this video and talk about racism. Yep. We're going there.
Oh god, everybody. Oh, I'm so sick of it. I love what Robin Shue said about it though. He's like, some people were trying to call it racist, and it's like, just because of like Raiden mostly, and it's like, yeah, but this was a action movie in the 90s that's the main hero and the main villain were both Asian actors. Like, that was actually uncommon. So, yeah, that was pretty much Robin Shue's feelings on it, and I agree with him.
In an article that came out in 2021, Mehcad Brooks, the actor who played Jax in MK 2021, talks about the whitewashing issues in MK 1995, where Christopher Lambert, a white male, is casted as a character who is depicted as
It's Lambert.
Japanese. And now Mehcad's statement has painted the 95 movie as just another whitewashed property.
Now you have Mortal Kombat, they got Asian people to be in it, unlike that 80s one where it's a bunch of white people. Like,
Okay, first of all, it was 90s, and it was not a bunch of white people.
Raiden's a white guy, and like here it's like actually Asian people, and they speak Japanese and Chinese.
Now to be fair, I agree with Mehcad's statement on this issue with many other movies.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think Mortal Kombat 1995 does not fall into it. So now I'm going to talk about diversity in the 95 movie. The main character and main villain of the movie are played by Asian actors. And
Their
I
priority
find
was
that to be
finding
pretty
fighters who can act, which was hard in 90s Hollywood.
Yeah, true. That also.
I didn't have to play any stereotypical kind of token Asian.
That got killed in the end or something.
Yeah, something like that. This guy actually saved the world, and I go, wow, this is really cool.
And as a Chinese American myself, I quite look up to these legends.
After the movie came out, the impact on the people, just so like amazing, because all the kids were so excited about my character in the film.
Now on to Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Scorpion is supposed to be Japanese, and Sub-Zero is supposed to be Chinese, but both of them are white. Now there's a couple of factors to keep.
Bro, they've got so much clothing on, all you can see is their eyes. Like, you can't even tell what they are behind the masks. So, who even cares about that?
In
It's
mind.
not like you can tell.
Their characteristics aren't really established until later on in the series.
Yeah.
Whereas in this movie, they are just mindless jobbers working for Shang Tsung. So representation wasn't the biggest concern for their characters.
Yeah.
And also, the criteria of the casting is to find people who can fight.
Yeah.
It was our goal that
Like
every
Elweeb
actor in
just said.
Mortal Kombat either was a martial artist who we taught to act, or was an actor who we taught martial arts.
And the first day I was there was like 100 people. And I went back and there was like 50. And I'm like, man, it's hard to get into a big budget film. Like, I didn't realize it was that difficult.
And both Chris Casamassa and Francois Petty definitely fit that.
The director walked over and said, hey, you guys mind taking off your shirt? And I'm kind of a smart ass and it gets me in trouble sometimes. So I looked at him and I said, well, if it'll get me the part, I'll come back to your trailer too. Which, see, everybody laughs when I tell the story. Deadpan. Yeah. Deadpan. And I go,
Not
oh
funny,
my God.
didn't laugh.
Like, this dude's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Paul Anderson
Well,
shakes my hand. and he
there goes our
Mortal
first
Kombat,
impression.
you're gonna be Scorpion.
Would it be nice for Scorpion and Sub-Zero to be Asian? Sure. But I don't think it's that big of an issue, since they're just no-named thugs with cool abilities.
Yeah, they don't
And
really
I guess
have a
it
big
wasn't
part
an
in
issue
that
for
movie.
Mr. Mehcad, since he didn't even mention them. But that's just get to the meat of the topic. Raiden,
And who would know? A Thunder God, he's French.
for sure. One of the reasons they casted Lambert was for his star power, but they also casted him because they thought he'd fit the role of a mysterious funny mentor.
No, by the way, it's cast. Not casted. Casted is not a word. Thank you for coming to my English class.
We cast Christopher not because he's a famous actor per se, but because when you make a list of the people who have enough presence, and in our case, because Raiden is a devilish god, humor, it's a short list, and Christopher was the top of our list. We just liked him for the role.
And I think it's fine that Raiden wasn't played by a nation, because he's a god.
I am a god!
If we're going with MK lore accuracy, it's established that Raiden goes by many names, and takes different forms. If we're going with real-life mythology, Raiden is based off the Japanese thunder god Raijin, who looks like this. By Mechad's logic,
Exactly.
Tornadus, Thunderous and Landless are Asian. By Mechad's logic, all the elder gods in Battle of the Realms are Asian, because they can turn into Eastern dragons. Of course, Raiden's attire is Japanese-based, which is why Tadanobu Asano is casted as Raiden in the 2021 movie. And I think that's great. I think diversity in the MK franchise is great, but don't all of a sudden throw the 95 movie into your Hollywood bigotry issue, when it never had that problem in the first place.
Hell yeah.
Especially when Mortal
Say
Kombat
it loud, say it
1995
proud.
had awesome Asian representation.
So I was watching the ending, and then it's like me and Carrie. That's it? Right. Two Asian dude. I go, wow.
Next we head to the docks, where we see Johnny Cage pissed that someone is reading his scandal. Fun fact, this is the exact same newspaper Master Boyd was reading, just in Chinese. Even
Yeah.
the side articles are the same. However, one of the article reads, 98.4% of all products made in Ohio. But the Chinese version didn't put 98.4% in it. So it just reads, of all products made in Ohio.
But
This is where we get introduced to Art Lee. Also one of the fighters joining the tournament. Liu Kang arrives, and Johnny asks him to carry his luggage.
God, I love it. And you know what I love about it? After, well, here, I'll let it play out.
Because, you know, he has long hair. Liu Kang
Right.
rejects Johnny's Hollywood bigotry and tosses his stuff into the sea. We see Sonya and
Now, see, what I love about that is, he doesn't get mad. He doesn't throw some kind of, diva bitch fit about it or anything. He just looks at it and then just goes, well, it's a good thing I didn't ask him to park the car. That's what makes it so great, is not only because of what Liu Kang does, but his reaction to it. He didn't have, like, the expected diva fit over it. He actually just was like, well, shit, and just made a joke.
Jack's looking for Kano as a giant boat appears, which I must say, actually looks pretty great, and the whole thing is CG.
The entire ghost ship was actually completely created in the computer.
Kano appears, and Sonya goes after him onto the boat.
Sonya, don't get on that thing. Hey, Sonya!
I trust one person on this planet, Jax. You're talking to her.
Then we see the three of our main characters interacting.
Hey, you. All right, tough guy, you want to get
Out of my way.
just another starstruck fan, huh?
Well, that went well. Sonya continues to
that
look
went
for
well.
Kano, and she meets Shang Tsung.
It's an honor to finally meet you, Sonya. Shang Tsung, at your service. If you'd like a tour, I'd love to give it to you myself. Hey, be nice to the lady.
I mean, he was quite nice to her. This is where we get introduced to Scorpion and Sub-Zero,
Yeah, but it was creepy
who
nice.
don't want to kill each other, cause they're pretty much just mindless jobbers here. Sonya's
Yeah.
gun gets frozen, which they totally referenced in the 2021 movie. Scorpion shows his living Kunai spear, which I'm kind of shocked they never bring this into the games. But before they can attack, Raiden shows up to save them. I personally think Raiden is extra protective now, because this was the same way Chan got killed. Raiden then takes our heroes to the top of the boat to explain what is going on here.
What is going on
To
here?
defend the realm of Earth in a tournament called Mortal Kombat.
He said the thing. Tournament to save the world. Blah blah
He
blah.
said it, he
You
said
get
the
the
thing.
gist of it.
Sorry.
Can you believe this legendary laugh was improvised?
Christopher ad-libbed a laughing here. It completely sets the entire tone of his character. He is a thunder god. He is saying something incredibly important, but he's also devilish and he's funny.
He has a sense of humor about it.
Move. 9.
Whatever you say, Jack. You're the master race.
Can you still do the Raiden laugh?
Next we get the classic line from Shang Tsung.
Luna! Keep it down up there before I send you out of the room.
Or you can send me to Jet 2 Holiday.
Yeah, I'll send you to a Jet 2 holiday on my foot.
It has gone.
It has gone?
Tsung's beautiful
What?
island, which was
It's 28%.
Okay.
also shot in Thailand.
Struck by the haunting beauty of the remote beaches in the Thai region of Krabi, where they filmed the scenes on Shang's Island, oddly shaped limestone spires jutting out of the sea hundreds of feet into the air near Krabi.
That one looks
made
like
it
a
clear to producers they
Never
had
mind.
discovered a unique location.
They take small boats to get onto the island.
Damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing. It did! I made my mom watch this with me a while back. Like, I don't know, a year or two ago. And I swear she almost pissed herself laughing when he just fell over into the water with all his luggage.
And this is where we get the best joke in the movie.
Jax, this is Sonia. Do you copy?
While you're at it, why don't you call my agent?
Do I look like your secretary? Where the hell are we?
Do I look like your travel agent?
Fine.
Now I'd like to take some time to talk about Chinese Mortal Kombat.
And of course, when they're going up the steps and he's like dropping his stuff, and then Liu Kang goes, "Do you need help with those?" And then he just lets go of them and is like, "Forget it!"
Titles. In the movie, the invitation Johnny received reads,
生死搏斗,
which roughly translates to the battle of life and death. However,
Mortal
later
Kombat.
on in the movie, the flags on the beach read,
致命决斗,
which means deadly brawl. So that's two different names in the same movie, but we're not done
I mean,
yet.
they're both-
Done yet.
In Scorpion's Revenge,
But wait,
they
there's
reference
more!
the invitation in the 95 movie, and it reads,
凡人战斗,
which roughly means normal person battle. It's weird, but I think it's because the word mortal can mean person in Chinese. Because if you can die, then you're just a regular person. Now
Right.
onto the actual Chinese title.
真人快打,
Is the official translation for Mortal Kombat, and it means real person combat. Definitely the worst out of the bunch.
Yeah.
My guess as to why it's called this is because the original Mortal Kombat was shot with real people, or like Scorpion's Revenge, real person equals mortal. And we're still not done yet. Back when this movie came out, the Chinese title was
格斗之王,
which literally means King of Fighters. And
Hey,
the
that's a
Taiwanese
different
title
game.
is
魔宫帝国, 帝国
means empire. And
魔宫
isn't a real word, but if I had to try,
Oh.
it would mean Demon King Palace. Demon King is kinda used as a final boss kind of deal. And the word palace is used here probably because of Tsung's island. But mainly it's called this, because
魔宫
sounds like mortal.
Oh.
So the full translation is Demon King Palace Empire.
They thought you...
This is terrible. And there you have it. 6 different Mortal Kombat titles. Tell me what your favorite one is. I still hate the...
Yeah, real person is still... I kind of like Deadly Brawl. That's kind of the same thing as Mortal Kombat. And Battle of Life and Death. I think those two are my favorites. They most close... I can't talk. They most closely resemble the actual title. So I think those two are my favorite.
The one we currently have.
Hi, Sonic from the future here. I'm literally just about to finish making this video, but then I came across something quite interesting on YouTube. I was watching a video talking about the history of video game movies, and then I came across this.
Uh-oh, was another one?
7th Mortal Kombat Chinese title! And by the way, this is no cheap rip-off knockoff title or something like that. No, this is legit something that you can still buy online today. It is actually called this. So apparently this is a Japanese version of Mortal Kombat. So I'm assuming that this is an English Mortal Kombat title translated into Japanese and then translated into Chinese. So the
Wowzers.
title is 神权降临传说, and the translation for it is God Fist Descending Legend. Now,
Whoa.
yeah, God Fist Descending is stupid and really doesn't make any sense, but I will give it some points for the fact that they use the word legend here. I actually don't think that's too bad of a thing to put in the Mortal Kombat title. So yeah, there you go. I accidentally just found another one. If there ever is a 8th or 9th Chinese title that exists out there called like Doo-Doo Fighters or something, I'll be sure to update you guys on Never.
Our heroes climb.
Never. I'm sorry, I'm literally 12 years old, okay? I'm sorry, I see words like that and they just crack me up.
And the stairs and make it into the palace. And Johnny lost his luggage while walking up the stairs. In here, we see statues of fighters from previous tournaments.
The statuary garden on Shang Tsung's island honors the memories of former Mortal Kombat warriors throughout the centuries, both from our world and other realms.
And here we get introduced to Princess Kitana, giving Liu Kang the doomy Simba eyes. What is this, by the way? Are you getting?
Yeah, what? Yeah, why is she just chilling there like she's on the beach?
Getting a sunbathe in the cave while hooded figure watches over you? So something funny I find about Kitana. In the game lore, Kitana will slowly find out about the evil doings of Outworld and be imprisoned for her treacheries. Here, however, she's already rebelling against Outworld.
She's really with the good guy.
And Shang Tsung knows this.
She's our most dangerous adversary. Keep her away from these humans.
Yet he does not dare lay a finger on her, because she's a princess of Outworld.
Shang Tsung dare not try and steal her soul because she is a princess.
She's family.
So to speak.
She's literally the spoiled brat that no one dares mess with because of her corporate billionaire daddy. Shang Tsung appears after walking up 1,000 steps, and this is where we see one of the worst looking reptile designs.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, dude!
Cat? Hi, sorry, I didn't mean to do a finger cam rant here, but I am losing brain cells figuring out who thought this was okay.
Yeah, that's
it's
pretty
like
bad.
They saw the latest Jurassic Park movie and thought, yeah, we can do worse than that. They had a semi-decent blueprint in the MK2 Reptile arcade ending where he shows more of his like dinosaur face. They could have done something like that, but no, instead they made a cockroach. It's like if a kid from kindergarten brought back their cute dinosaur drawing and the parents were so disappointed with it.
If the cute dinosaur drawing looked like that, that's pretty damn good.
That they scrunched it up, and Paul Anderson walked in and said, yeah, we'll use that. You know, it wasn't until I took 1 hour to draw that dinosaur that I found out how bad the color scheme on this damn thing is.
Yeah,
it's like
why
if somebody
is he
wanted to
colored
decorate
like that?
Christmas with their own body fluids. Upon observing this closer,
Damn.
I have realized that I
Few
think what
things
they're
I
trying
agree
to
the
do
reboot
is
did better.
Yeah, definitely.
Thermal imaging type kind of a thing. Conceptually speaking, that sounds pretty cool, but the outcome is a barf. It's getting worse and worse the more that I look at this thing. The proportions and the 3D modeling is so bad, even for 1995. What are those toes? What are those silicone toes? Why couldn't they just make a good-looking Cabal or a Velociraptor? As a person with a Digimon Velociraptor profile picture, I am genuinely offended.
I never watched Digimon. Is that what he's supposed to be? A Velociraptor creature?
By this. It doesn't even look reptilian anymore. Why couldn't they consult like a furry artist to help out on this? Do you remember the last time corporate tried to make a cat anthro movie without consulting furries? This looks worse than that somehow. I hate this reptile
By the way, we're still waiting for the butthole cut.
design. It is a disgrace to Reptile's legacy. I'd rather take the monsters from Annihilation. With that being said, though, it's time to yassify it.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi. So, can you help me make this thing sexy?
Unbelievable. I can't believe you are asking me
Chief
to do
viewers
this
on
again.
streamambu.com.
Wait.
Remove the space at SU5RQNY.
Mods! Hello, mods.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a live one here. Take care of it.
Asking me
Shut up, Luna.
Stop.
This is more like a video.
Yeah,
it's
yourself.
a joke. It's all just for funnies. I'm just
Stop
making a
asking
joke.
me to
Please.
draw a reptile car.
That's not a furry show. Fuck it. It's kind of an improvement, yeah.
So Shang Tsung orders Reptile to keep Kitana away from the humans. If Shang can't get no bitches. then neither can Liu Kang. Next we see our heroes having a delicious meal, with a side of creepy staring. Shang Tsung then begins his opening ceremony.
Some of you will even have the distinct honor and pleasure. We shall show you every pleasure.
Every pleasure? What?
And then he gives us a little taste of things to come by getting a bunch of muscular, oily men
We got to rub baby oil on. No, just kidding, just kidding.
to start knocking over food onto the ground that magically disappear in the next scene.
But my food, I was eating that. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Poor
Bad
guy.
news
Must have
for the
lost
other
his
guy.
head. Huh.
Lawless.
Chills. Literal chills.
Literal
Our gang
chills.
decide to follow Shang Tsung to get more information, and they see Kano chatting with the champion of Mortal Kombat, Goro, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, who voiced many of your favorite characters, and even reprised his role in Scorpion's Revenge. I'm half and half with Goro. For one, he's not CG, and the animatronic puppeteer technology is revolutionary.
He was a huge, big deal. He was the last of the great animatronics before movies started going much more to feature CG.
Goro is 3 kinds of different puppets. It's a guy in a lightweight suit who has
So why couldn't you CG Reptile?
great mobility.
I'm sorry. Why did you CG Reptile? Why couldn't you make him an animatronic?
Excuse me,
Animatronic
do you
puppet
mind if
is a
I
guy
ask
in-
a question that it sound kind of odd?
Oh, welcome first time chatter, Daredevil 1954. I guess so. What's your question?
side, but the top arms and the head are controlled through wires running down the back of his body, now through his foot, so you can only see him in a medium shot, not in a full shot. And it is a completely radio-controlled guy in a suit whose upper arms and facial expressions are radio-controlled. The latter one had never been done before.
It was someone inside.
Yeah, Tom Woodruff.
Yeah, carrying the entire thing that was over 8 feet tall. It was weighing 150 pounds.
Wow.
And he had to move the whole thing, you know, it was very complicated.
And Kevin's voice is fantastic.
Do you think there's a stigma around the word penis, like people are uncomfortable saying it?
I mean, I don't have a problem saying it. Penis! But, yeah, I mean, there's people who are uncomfortable with it, but, you know, it's no big deal to me.
The radiant realm of Shang.
But on the other hand, he looks quite fake, and probably due to how hard it was to animate him, his fights look pretty bad.
He was a big animatronic puppet that never fucking worked.
I think Goro probably caused me more heartache than any other actor on the set.
And everyone joked that it's Goro coming out of his trailer yet, because there'd always be some kind of delay. I think he got paid more than me and Lyndon and Robin combined.
Learned the black arts from the Emperor.
Damn, that chicken looks really good.
And all this
I think that's a turkey, not chicken, but yeah, it does look good.
food on this table, it was real.
You're some kind of royalty too. Right.
So lucky for them.
Back home. Did you just take a singular bite out of that turkey leg and then just toss it aside? Wasteful!
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
Then Shang Tsung shows up and starts roasting Kano.
Look at him. No dignity.
Look at him!
No manners.
Then Shang Tsung notices they are being watched. And our gang continue to wander around as they see Princess Kitana. Liu Kang goes after that hot piece of 10,000-year-old wisdom. And then he gets ambushed by Stinky Breath. You know what? Reptile doesn't look too bad when you can barely see him. The game catch up, and Johnny takes them to Kitana because he can smell her perfume.
I can smell a perfume.
Despite the fact that the way they went is full of cobwebs.
As they're breaking through the cobwebs that must have been there for like ever, you know that she couldn't have been there.
I smell something.
Bullshit! Fuckball.
And then our gang
No!
finds a bunch of thugs. And it's a really fun fight that goes along with the beat of the Mortal Kombat
I
theme.
sometimes forget Katana is in this movie.
They beat them, and
Oh,
Raiden
really?
congratulates them.
Why don't you show me what you plan to do about them?
You gotta be kidding me.
Luckily, this isn't part of the tournament, and Raiden can intervene. Raiden warns them of the dangers of Goro and Tsung.
So now you've seen what you'll be facing in the tournament.
You mean Goro?
And Shang Tsung.
Wait, hang on. What do I make, Gandalf? What does my fortune cookie say?
And finally, the tournament begins. Liu Kang faces off against a cool-looking black dude.
Come on! Yeah!
Yeah! Is that supposed to be No, it's not. It's not Cyrax.
A pretty good fight for the beginning of the tournament. After defeating him, Shang Tsung gives him a soul suck.
Hey, yo.
Damn, I can't believe he whitewashed him. Next we see Sonya versus. As Liu Kang gets a nice front row seat.
It put a big smile on your partner though. Ear to ear.
We get a semi-fun fight.
People were all trying to volunteer.
To be the stunt between the legs double.
And then, something really weird happens.
Oh, give me a break.
Okay. Okay.
Sonya wins and kills Kono.
Originally, she didn't do what she's about to do, which is snap her friend's neck. Originally, she was a bit nicer, but we screened and we thought,
Why not?
why not?
I actually don't think this was a great move. For starters, that's the end of this version of Kono. He starts off intimidating and funny, but then he has one fight and dies. I genuinely feel like if Trevor Goddard got more screen time, he could rival Josh Lawson's Kono.
Yeah!
Whoops.
And second,
Fucking
Sonya's arc
whoops.
is pretty much finished within the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Her ultimate goal was to kill Kono.
Kano is the man. My mission in this entire situation is to kill this man, to get this man, to beat this man.
Of course, she has another arc,
I trust one person on this planet.
but she basically just chills for the rest of the movie until it comes up again.
Oh, wait. Text.
But she basically just chills for the rest of the movie until it comes up again.
I'm gonna have to move the subtitles. Over here, please. Play devil's advocate. By ending Sonya's conflict with Kano, the movie got to focus more on Liu Kang and Johnny's arc. True. Don't want to cluster
In my
fuck it now.
opinion, I think Sonya should have lost.
She's not to be harmed, only humiliated.
And have her rematch Kano later on in the movie, but have it end with Sonya trusting Johnny to give the finishing blow. I can't believe I'm saying this.
I can't believe.
But I think the Sonya and Kano arc is done a bit better in Scorpion's Revenge. Sonya's arc is the same. She wants to kill.
Whoa, wait, but how would that be completing her arc if she lets someone else do the final blow? That wouldn't make sense. That would be kind of like taking her victory away from her.
Kono and doesn't trust her teammates. In the end of the movie, Sonya confronts Kono, but she's overwhelmed by the monsters because she didn't ask for help from her friends. So when Johnny shows up to save her, Sonya realizes that having partners isn't too bad. And you'll never see me compliment Scorpion's Revenge ever again. Next we head off to a very, very beautiful forest.
Now this is a rubber tree plantation from the beaches of Krabi where we were simply driving by one day and said, whoa, that looks like
really
great,
cool.
we gotta shoot something there. And we originally didn't have the time or the money to shoot the scene. It was just really an idea we got much, much later to tag on to the beginning of this fight.
And this is where Johnny fights Scorpion. Scorpion shoots out his bad CGI to chase Johnny. And then the living Q&A spear dies getting stuck in a tree. Yes, it died.
It comes out of his hand and has an attitude. Of course, that one doesn't have an attitude anymore.
R.I.P. little one. You won't be missed. Johnny shadow kicks Scorpion. And that is the end of the fight. No, seriously. Johnny was going to knock out Scorpion and end the fight.
He ran at me in the jungle, did that
Is
kick,
it me or a
and
scorpion
knocked me
spear
over.
in this movie always look very inappropriate if you know what I mean?
It's probably the opening in his hand makes you think of a vagina. That's probably why you think it's dirty.
The test audience wanted more action scenes.
What I was told when they had the test screening, they said no way. There's no way that he would beat him that easy.
Yeah.
And there were literally protests. With Larry
More
told.
penis
He was telling
actually.
me when we shot his fight.
Really? I'm usually the one that sees phallic shapes in things. And I didn't see it in that little thing. Like I said, I was thinking lady parts. Like, even the little guy, even the little critter at the end kind of looks like a toothed vagina if you think about it. Or are you thinking more like a toothed penis? Okay, I'll give you that. More of a toothed penis coming out of a vagina hand. We'll go with that. Toothed penis coming out of a vagina hand. That's probably one of the weirdest things I've ever said.
In the rubber plantation in Thailand, he's saying, you know, man, you don't have it. You know, I should really be fighting for another week. But, you know, he was right. And eventually we did. It happens occasionally.
So we live in an alternate timeline where this fight continues. And we got one of the best fights in this franchise.
I've heard weirder than tooth penis.
First off, the set is so cool. It's probably one of the best sets in the movie.
Scorpion's lair is built on a soundstage in Los Angeles, and it's built without walls. These are just lights evaporating into a sort of ethereal infinity, which is a really, really kind of bold thing to do from a production design standpoint.
Designers created a complicated, multi-tiered set, which allowed Scorpion and Johnny Cage to fight on different levels in Scorpion's horrific death realm.
We actually shot that fight scene up on a platform. Like, that wasn't CGI. We were 20 feet up in the air doing that entire fight scene. So you had a a real 20-foot drop on either side of that platform.
Robin Shu worked with designer Mick Strawn on the concept, which is based on Shu's knowledge of ancient Tibetan burial practices.
A long time ago in Tibet, people buried their families or relatives at levels.
You get down here and mind your own business.
The higher you go, the closer to heaven you get. That's where we got the idea of the bamboo.
This was easily the best fight in the movie.
Just kind of went with that and put it into a limbo.
We cannot hear any of this because you're yelling.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I agree, Elweeb. That was the best.
The reason for that
was the best
the
fight in the
higher
movie.
you go, the closer to heaven you get. That's where we got the idea of the bamboo. And
I
the
would
idea
say
of
the Liu and
mummies,
Reptile
and we
fight
just
is the
kinda
best.
Went with that and put it into a limbo,
yeah.
so it just went on forever.
But the reason why this fight is awesome is because it's just non-stop fighting for almost 2 minutes. Non-stop kicking and punching and kicking and punching.
A camera technique here that we use throughout the movie is where we hung a camera in a glass box, allowing the actors in the martial arts to actually punch the camera, giving a sort of POV of the punch coming in and actually hit the box, which looks like it hit the camera.
And they are really
POV,
going at it.
you are cringe.
The actors actually got hurt doing this.
I was bent over this railing, and he did this axe kick. I think I was padded up.
Oh no.
I swear you.
Okay. Oh no, is this where you talk about the actor bashed his shins on the railing?
But his heel just hit right where there was no pad in the kidney. And I remember just going, you try to be a tough guy, right? And I'm like, and I go, give me a minute. It was not great. Robin, who were
Wish there was more Reptile in this.
Yeah, he was insane. He doubled for a Scorpion.
Okay.
And he had to do this.
Sticky ew.
What?
I tried to put it. It feels like sticky and gooey.
Yeah, they're still covered in birth juice. You gotta let. Oh.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Oh, yeah, it is a little gross. You gotta wait till.
Smell it.
No, go wash your. How about you go wash your hands?
I'm just joking.
And we'll just wait until. Yeah, Mama's gotta bathe them and clean them up. Sorry, one of our cats was. One of our cats was pregnant. She finally had the kittens, and she gave birth to them under my bed. So that's why Luna said she touched one of the kittens, and she said they're like sticky, yucky. So yeah, that's what we were talking about.
This gymnastic thing, and he just hit the steel
Yeah,
bar
there
so
it is.
hard. Yeah.
Was he okay?
No.
Was he okay? No!
Do you ever play Mortal Kombat? I am here.
You're funny.
Yeah, well, you need to be a little quieter. Oh, hey, Remio, there you are. Luna, do I need to send you out of the room?
No.
Well, then please try to be more quiet. Yeah, I have played it. You missed some streams where I did play it. I played 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Stunned by 4 bad messages.
Well, you missed one already. I had to take care of it.
But it all culminates to a badass, relentless martial art fight.
I was able to convince Lyndon that you're gonna look fantastic.
Do you ever do viewer fights?
What is viewer fights? What is that?
Because you actually see the actor doing it themselves.
Yeah.
Right. So it's true to
I
the
didn't
game.
know
it's
that
true
you
to
would
the
tell
film.
me.
Johnny then does some gymnastics.
Fighting a viewer.
Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. Yay!
Great job, Johnny. You got the high ground. Now what? No, seriously, what's the plan? Why did you go up there?
Get down here!
Get down here!
Then Scorpion reveals his true
I
self,
am just on
and Johnny
stand by
uses
4
the power
bad
of Leo
messages.
to save him.
I have no quarrel with you. I now have a quarrel with you.
And slashes Scorpion.
Sub-Zero should have spanked you more.
Then we get a Michael Bay
Damn.
explosion. And end the fight with Johnny giving a lovely signature for his fan, which is a reference to his MK2 friendship. This
Oh, by the way, hang on.
signature for his fan, which is a reference to his MK2 friend.
This little picture right here, I actually managed to get a copy of it online. I bought it and I stuck it in a little picture frame, and now it's on my desk.
Friendship. This fight rocks.
We're really proud of that scene. We think it's one of the best fights in the movie.
Next we see Liu Kang heading off to the next fight.
No manners.
This whole island is full of people wasting food. He faces Katana.
Right.
She always gets whistles when she walks out.
They don't really fight. It's more of a back and forth dance, with Katana giving some obscure hints.
If you won't fight with all of your heart, there is no hope. To win your next match, use the element which brings life.
Yeah, use the force, Lex.
What?
Yay!
Watching 4 bad messages.
Yay! Gargoyles reference! I love that anime. That's one of my favorite animated shows.
Use the element which brings life.
Yeah,
use the force, Lex.
Spider-Man's real what? Spider-Man's real name is... Spider-Man's name is Peter!
That's enough. You disappoint me. Not very wise.
But I'm not going to do anything, because you're the Emperor's daughter. We had to our next fight, where we see Raiden putting some element which brings life into the arena. So I suppose Raiden is working with Katana. Liu Kang fights Sub-Zero. It's a night fight. I like this part where they jump off the slope. Sub-Zero then starts using his OP AoE move.
Oh, area of
I am not good at my job.
No, you are good at your job. What are you saying that for?
Liu Kang then figures out the riddle. It's Mortal Kombat.
The essence of Mortal Kombat is not about death, but life.
The answer was water. Yes, of course. I'd rather the answer be my dick. Liu Kang tosses the bucket of water, somehow turning it into an icicle, which makes rain Sub-Zero's worst nightmare, and penetrates Sub-Zero. I loved behind the scene of Sub-Zero getting tossed.
Martial arts expert Francois Petit prepares for what will ultimately be his frozen finale.
Ow!
Next we see Tsung looking for Goro.
Can you believe they have all this amazing food just lying around here?
We do not tolerate wasting consumables.
I love getting
hey,
killed
Ermac.
by water my one weekends. Internet died for a sec, lol.
Oh, I wondered where you went, Elweeb.
I'm sure Ferrator is loving this. Ain't that right, you two?
They don't exist yet.
Ferrator or mackerel?
Huh. I could have sworn there was more people here. Reptile! Yo, Master Shang!
You're supposed to be spying on Katana. And what are you doing here, Ermac?
Can't the dude just chill here?
Oh, come on. What is she gonna do? Stare her way to victory?
She gave Liu Kang a hint, and now Sub-Zero is dead.
Yeah, well, if I were fighting, and I saw a bucket of water, I'd throw that shit too!
Do not disobey me, you imbecile!
Okay, fine, jeez.
And revert back to your centipede form. You're not supposed to
Centipede?
show your...
Yeah, for some reason, he doesn't know that I'm a xenomorph.
Do it! Aye aye, Captain.
Shang Tsung tells Goro to...
I mean, look at that thing and tell me that's not the noise it makes.
And then he goes on a killing spree. Next we see Jax going up against Goro. Oh my bad. I meant Artleen. I must have gotten it confused. Cause some bozo put this fight on YouTube and titled it Goro vs Jax with almost 800,000 views, and after 6 years still hasn't corrected it.
You disappoint me.
And because it's Goro, I'm half and half with this fight again.
Clickbait.
On one hand, Kevin Michael Richards' screams are really powerful.
Typo.
And Goro's figure looks big and threatening. But on the other hand, some of Goro's punches look really fake. They're not even making contact. Again, I'm sure this is due to how difficult Goro was to film.
There was no...
They did their best.
No, there's
at all.
not one actor. Let's talk about Goro a little bit.
He would get hot, and he'd get stuck, and he would... and he'd lock up.
I can be redeemed for the one bad message.
Which is probably why they have a lot of jump cuts to hide the impact. Overall, it's still fun, but it's a lot worse compared to the other fights. Artleen gets knocked down. Oh no, not Artleen. The guy who talked to Johnny once and had dinner with them in one scene. It isn't though, and now our heroes are worried. So Raiden gives a little pep talk. He tells Johnny that he's only doing this to prove that he's not a fraud, and will rush into things without thinking.
Bravely enough, but foolishly.
He tells Sonya that she needs to trust a little more.
If you are afraid to trust, you will lose.
Don't do that.
Wait.
Come on.
Where's my seductive whisper pep talk? Raiden tells Liu Kang to face his destiny.
He was a
and
chill
that he
guy.
can't keep blaming himself for the death of Chan.
Every mortal is responsible for his own destiny. Chen believed this. Why can't you?
Our heroes ponder about this, and Johnny decides
wait.
Why can't you?
Our heroes ponder about this.
Random pet peeve. The shot looks gorgeous. Also, doesn't feel forced, unlike the 2021 movie where Liu Kang walked from the sunset where that shot felt way too epic, and immediately the next shot the sun disappears, and the lighting isn't orange anymore. Subtlety is a work of art, yeah.
And Johnny decides to fight Goro, not because he wants to prove himself, but because he wants to protect his friends. So he asks Shang Tsung's permission.
Are you that eager to die? I'm not the one who's gonna die.
No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in.
Shang agrees, but also adds in a new rule.
I reserve the right to challenge the winner myself.
Raiden objects to this.
I don't think so.
But Johnny assures him that he'll win.
This is our tournament, remember? Mortal Kombat. We fight it.
And Raiden breathes a smile of relief, because now he's sure Johnny is prepared.
Here is a
Because
sea
all
monster.
about Mortal Kombat and all about humanity is the theme that humans are
Oh no,
supposed
not
to
a
think
sea
for themselves.
monster, come
Boy,
on.
are we philosophical.
Oh my god.
Then we get the fight, as Goro steps into the ring.
Look at him! He's alright, I guess.
Apparently, if you look closely, you can see Uncaged Games making a
I
cameo.
love it.
I can't see.
Hi, Prince. Can I help you? Are you gonna get somewhere, buddy?
Who's winning?
Johnny Cage appears
I can't see
with
who's
his
winning.
team, and the same reflection shot from his first fight.
Oh yeah.
Luckily,
Are
Johnny
you that
always
gay
has
to died,
extras.
Mr. Cage?
I'm so bored.
What's that? Oh, are you?
Oh my gosh, it's Mr. Tago.
This guy really doesn't want to be here.
Ladies, shut the fuck.
And the fight begins.
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
Here's
Boom!
another place where we got something from the kids who came into our stage. Every kid who came in who saw the world being built.
No, don't.
I have to.
Okay.
Every kid said to us, hey, what kind of balls does he have?
The one from Shang talking about Johnny Cage deading.
Yeah. Hold on, I love the little. Oh wait.
What kind of balls does he have?
Are you that gay to died, Mr. Cage?
Take it easy.
Sorry.
That hurt.
Was he hard? Johnny then goes
Hey!
to a cliff.
Those are
$500 sunglasses, asshole.
This is where
This is where you fall down.
I will do better for the Sunday stream. Well, I mean it is a valid question.
If you can even call
What
it.
kind of penis is rocking with LOL?
Well, if you go by the headcanon that some not safe for work artists go by, he has 2 and very giant huevos.
Naughty, naughty.
But I'm fine with it. Again,
I got mine.
I'm
We're
sure
all
Goro
thinking
was
it.
too much of a pain to handle.
Goro got less screen time than they thought he was going to get.
No
And I
kids
like
for
what
you,
this
Goro.
scene does for Johnny as a character. He didn't just rush in
Wait,
and fight.
he
Don't
does.
rush into any fight.
I've never
He had a
heard of
plan.
this.
He first gave Goro a debuff.
A debuff. Well, like I said, it's a headcanon. That's what some fans have come up with, yeah.
2 peens, 4
And then
balls.
got him onto a cliff to one-shot him.
Yeah.
And I'm actually kind of fine with Goro not landing any hits, since we just saw him beat up like 20 people. Tsung takes Sonya, and chooses to fight her as the final fighter. Then he goes to Outworld, where Raiden cannot follow. Liu Kang and Johnny Cage go and save her.
In Outworld, if you look hard enough,
Nut
you will
punch
find
wins
another
the day.
I guess Raiden and Kitana are working together. Next we see Outworld, a dark and
2
never-ending
penis is
wasteland.
crazy.
The crew built huge gargoyle statues and shattered
I mean, sharks have 2, so it's not impossible.
stone heads throughout the devastated ruins. Experimental lighting techniques completed the strategy.
The MK franchise loved Purple Outworld so much that they referenced it a bunch of times in the series.
I don't know. I expected this.
That they referenced it a bunch of times in the series.
Oh,
Again,
Adam.
how do you know this? I've never heard of shops have 2 penises.
Sharks?
It was 3 panes like the thing Saint Rose.
Well, I mean, you could just Google it. Sharks have 2 dicks. They're called claspers, but that's basically what they are because they're used for the sex.
Echidnas has 4.
Echidnas have 4. I know they got weird looking dongs, but actually, you know what? I have heard that. You're right. Yeah, some animals have weird ding dongs, man.
I don't know. I expected the sky to be.
They referenced it a bunch of times in the series.
No, wait a minute.
Of Purple Outworld so much that they referenced it a bunch of times in the series.
Alright, there's an argument to be made that MK2 was the first one to do the purple Outworld, but it was only the Wasteland arena that had purple skies. Whereas Kombat Tomb, the Portal, Khan's Arena, etc., which are all in
2 for
Outworld.
paying, 2 for other.
Oh. Interesting. They don't have purple skies, so I'd argue 95 movie Annihilation was the first to make all of Outworld purple, so of course the Wasteland would still be the inspiration.
Goro look like MK1 Goro, but Johnny not nut punch Goro in
I don't know. I
MK1.
expected the sky to be purple or something.
Don't believe everything you see online.
Liu Kang noticed that they are being followed, and learns from his past experience. Grabs invisible Reptile.
I actually have to grab something that is not there. How should I react to it? Well, Robin, just grab him and throw him.
It's snapping at your face. You're terrified. And, it's easy for me to say that, and then they have to do it.
And you have to do it.
Throws him to the ground, and curb stomps him. No, seriously, that was how it was going to end. But luckily, we live in an alternate universe
It was
where
my
we got
bad
more.
for that
Then we
bad
tested the movie
message.
that we shot, and we were told by the first test audience we didn't have enough action. So we ended up shooting 2 extra scenes, which was the Johnny Cage Scorpion fight and the Liu Kang Reptile fight. They're some of the best fights in the movie because they were the ones that we got to spend the most time and money on because the audience had told us to go away and do it.
Reptile gets tossed into a soul-sucking gargoyle.
So now the idea is that when he gets into this this gargoyle, the gargoyle which absorbs life. It animates and brings to life the gargoyle as the gargoyle
Get over
morphs and
here,
absorbs
bitch.
him, and the gargoyle turns
Oh.
into Reptile.
MK Logic, just roll with it. And then we get the best
What?
fight in the whole entire movie. This is a 3-minute action-packed music video. The banger song being played is titled Control by Tracy Lords.
It was
from
a
her
meme.
debut album 1000 Fires. The song was so
So not only is Tracy Lords a former porn actor, she's an actual, like, real movie actor, and she's also a DJ? Huh. A Jill of many trades.
successful. They sold the instrumental version to the Mortal Kombat film. That's right, there is a lyric version. Apparently, the song is
Hell yeah.
reflecting about drug abuse, but in this movie, I think it's about Reptile getting his new body. Check out 1000 Fires for more techno goodness.
Oh,
But
she,
not
okay,
only
maybe
was
not
the
a
music
DJ, but a
popping, I love the
techno
non-stop action
star.
Robin and Keith
Techno
performed.
singer.
There was a
I
part
didn't
where
like
Robin
the
even
song.
got hurt on set.
Well, what happened, he
I
threw
do.
me against a pillar. I did it one time, and it was fantastic. And Paul Anderson said, well, can you do it again? Because he was such a perfectionist.
I wasn't happy.
I know, he wasn't happy. He said, Robin, you can hit hard.
I do like the song. I could totally, like, see being in a 90s.
Who did it better with Straight Outta Compton is better.
Okay, dude. Totally different genre, but alright. I could totally see being in like a 90s goth rave club and have this pumping over the speakers.
Harder than that. So we did it 10 times, and on the 10th take, I was kind of exhausted. You got thrown into a pillar 10 times? 10 times. Oh my god.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I was kind of tired, so I landed on the edge of the pillar.
Owie.
And I fractured a couple of ribs.
Oh no! Owie!
That's what Paul said. Can you do it again?
Like, we need to find him. He had to finish the rest of the time with broken ribs. He will really suck it up, get a good shot.
So now the joke is that, you know, if Robin says how many ribs he fractured, that's the degree of the difficulty of the fight. This is a 2-rib fight. Nice.
If I had to say a negative,
My
Reptile
ribs.
doesn't use any of his abilities. No acid spit, no invisibility, no tongue. Even though he did show
Hey,
those
yo!
in his evolved form, I still feel like the fight lacks some
Because
reptilianism.
Hound were made a
Still banger
reference
fight,
to the
though.
movie about
We now have
Uwe.
the trifecta Reptile fights in each movie. The 95 having the best fight, the 2021 having the best ability show.
Are you drawing someone gets spanking for Guy Beaters?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a weird question.
Okay.
It is just my opinion about it.
Oh, that's fine, dude. I'm not shaming you. I was just teasing.
Showcase. Scorpion's Revenge having a bit of both, and the best design. Reptile gets defeated, and the gargoyle spits him out. Liu Kang then gives Reptile a nice massage with his foot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. Lord.
Kitana
Hey,
shows
yo!
up because Reptile is defeated.
But now she can be with him because they've taken away the spy. Liu has killed the spy, and now she's telling him what he's going to face.
I mean, if Shang Tsung doesn't dare lay a finger onto Kitana, I don't think Reptile would.
Stay where you are!
Oh, Princess Kitana. I had orders not to let the humans. Yes, but Master Shang Tsung said to. Okay, I'll leave.
Say by the way, where was Johnny Cage this whole time?
Straight Outta Compton crazy man named Ice Cube.
Yes. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, somebody on TikTok, somebody had a funny video of what Johnny was doing while they were having that fight, and they cut to Johnny playing that song on a turntable with some speakers. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, dude, you didn't even have his back.
His kidneys hurt.
His kidneys hurt.
So yeah, we're walking, and it's like, do you hear it? I'm like, what?
What is it called?
And then I think I was in Fontana.
I don't
and
remember.
He was on a set
I think it
in
was
Van
just.
Nuys Airport.
Oh, I think it actually is just called what Johnny was doing during the Liu Kang reptile fight. It's called something like that.
So I couldn't get there.
airport. So I couldn't get there.
Wait, what happened?
It's like, do you hear it? I'm like, what, or whatever. And then I think I was in Fontana and he was on a set in Van Nuys Airport. So I couldn't get there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was watching this time. It never bothered me before. Tonight I'm like, geez, I didn't really have this back, did I?
You know what? Now that you mention it, that is weird.
You go get him. You got it.
Katana
You got this,
explains how her
bro.
world
I'm
was
cheering
taken
you
by
on
a
from the
war.
sidelines.
It was beautiful once, before Shang Tsung engineered its destruction.
And finally, she gives some useful tips.
You must face your enemy, you must face yourself, and you must face your worst fear.
We head to the tower, where Sonya is chained up.
Sonya, my sweet Sonya.
I really don't understand why they gave Shang Tsung this creepy flirtatious side.
And if you'd like a tour, I'd love to give it to you myself.
I have something you want very much. You can thank me later.
I have plans for my beautiful Sonya.
We know he wants to suck Sonya's soul because she's strong.
Shang Tsung needs to lure the world's best warriors to Mortal Kombat. That's why he does what he does in the beginning. He needs to get them there because only by taking their souls can he win Earth.
But why is he so frisky? I mean, I guess she is Miss Teen USA, am I right? Ha 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 ha. Shang Tsung asks her one last time to fight.
Go to hell. My friends will come.
And thus, this concludes Sonya's arc. It turns
Hey, you didn't do the cyberpunk meme when she said my friends will come. You didn't like freeze frame it with the da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. You missed it.
out the gang were here all along. Liu Kang challenges Shang Tsung to Mortal Kombat.
Coming up is my favorite scene in the movie, when Robin takes his,
No,
exactly.
And we get the Mortal Kombat theme one last time. Guys only want one thing, and it's to have the Mortal Kombat theme in the fucking Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah!
They spar for a bit.
Now Shang's realizing, wait a minute.
The only drop of blood in the movie, by the way.
Shang Tsung then summons his enslaved warriors.
These are enslaved warriors within Shang Tsung, as you're about to see, in plants to surround him. Since these guys are more of illusions created by Shang Tsung, what's inside of him, he's able to vanquish them by not being scared and by facing his fear.
Oh yeah, these are totally Shang Tsung's soul warriors. Totally not just thugs he had placed there to help him. Definitely just illusions. Wink wink. After defeating them, Liu Kang faces Shang Tsung one last time. And now I'm going to bring out the finger
I'll
cam.
try to look for it.
Hey y'all,
Just
the
hang
finger
on.
cam rant is back, except this time it's not the finger
Can
cam
you
rant,
pin it in the
it's the finger
Discord?
cam love. Salam hey yo! So I thought I'd dedicate this moment to really express how I feel about Liu Kang's character and his whole arc in general, because in my opinion, I think they handled it very great. So the very TLDR version of Liu Kang's arc is he needs to save the world, and he needs to stop being so fixated on revenge. That's the very simplified version of it. However, I think there is much more things to digest, so let's just start breaking it down. For starters, his revenge arc. From the very beginning of the movie, you can tell that the only reason he wanted to join the tournament was to get revenge.
I want to represent the Order of
I
Light
wonder
at the
if Shao
tournament.
Kahn is on the
what
Shang
reason?
Tsung
The
list.
man who killed my brother will be there.
But there is a little bit more to that. Later on, Raiden shows up and tells Liu Kang that he fled to America because joining the tournament and representing Earthrealm was too much responsibility for him.
That's why you left the temple and ran away. The great tournament was too much responsibility.
Which is why Liu Kang blames himself for the death of Chan, because he ran away and he was not here to save Chan.
You already fled it once when you went to America. It has brought you guilt for the death of your brother.
So while his motive is revenge, it's actually more upon seeking redemption for Chan's death because he could not forgive himself for letting Chan die to Shang Tsung. And then the other side of his arc is the whole destiny thing. Ooh. Now, I'm not a really big fan of the it is written, only Link can defeat Ganon. The kind of like, oh, it's fated that you're the chosen one, so you're gonna win kind of a plot line.
He is the chosen one.
But again, there is much more to this. And it's when Raiden says to Liu Kang, every mortal is responsible for their own destiny.
Every mortal is responsible for his own destiny.
Which essentially just boils down to you are responsible for your own decisions. Well, yes, it might have been prophesied that maybe Liu Kang was going to win the tournament and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, he has to decide that for himself. Mortal Kombat is mortal men and women defending their own realms.
Mortal men and women defending your own world.
Because all about Mortal Kombat and all about humanity is the theme that humans are supposed to think for themselves.
He needs to choose to go down this path and not the path of revenge. Basically, throughout the movie, it's a balance between these two arcs and Liu Kang struggling which one he wants. Does he want to avenge his brother or does he want to save the world? And it all culminates beautifully at the very end of the movie when Liu Kang confronts Shang Tsung. In my opinion, I think Liu fighting Shang wasn't even the hard part for himself. I think the hardest thing for him was when Shang Tsung turned into Chan. Liu Kang had to confront the man that he believed he killed. And this is where both of Liu Kang's inner struggles really clash. Now, I've heard some arguments saying that how can Liu Kang be tricked so easily? Like, Shang Tsung literally changes in front of him. But to me at least, I think emotionally speaking, this is his worst fear.
Face your worst fear.
When I am in your neighbor, you better duck. By Ice Cube is crazy as Michael Jackson.
He wasn't completely buying it too. Even he had his doubts. But
Yeah,
then
chosen one
Shang
story
Tsung
is my
says the
least
promise he
favorite
made.
type of story.
Remember when our parents died and you promised that you would always take care of me?
This is where it hits Liu Kang the hardest. And not only that, but we now understand why Liu Kang blames himself so much. Because he made that promise to Chan.
It's a little, well, I would just say I don't hate it, but you have to do it right.
And then the next thing that happens is, I'm not too sure of the best word to use. The word that I'm thinking is
It is his
cruel.
background on
Chan
his computer.
forgives Liu Kang, and he rejects him.
Forgive you for letting me die. No!
Now, in most of these sort of medias where
I forgive you for letting me die, wow.
or like people are looking for redemption and somehow somebody like forgives them, I don't think I've ever seen the main character reject them. And that is honestly so cruel, but it's also very honest for him. Liu has to admit the fact that it is not his fault. That Chan chose to fight Shang Tsung on his own. He chose that destiny.
The reason I put the difference lyric because in the song is
Liu Kang
was
needs to see that it
swear
is Shang
words,
Tsung's
so I
fault.
changed
Now, I know
it.
that kind of sounds like a duh, of course it's Shang Tsung's fault.
Yeah,
He's the one
like
who killed
I
him.
think
But
Star
it's
Wars
Liu
handles
Kang
it well.
who needs to admit that in order for him to move on, in order for him to seek the other path. And only when Liu Kang tosses away the motive of revenge, only when he tosses away his selfish desires.
What you're about to face is vastly more important than
Luke, I am your father.
Can he choose to save the world? He can finally pick up what he ran away from, the responsibility of joining the tournament, to save his family, to save his friends, to save the world, to become the chosen one. And there's one last thing about Liu Kang's arc that really like ties a nice bow that really just like wraps it up amazingly. Throughout the movie, all Liu Kang wanted was revenge. All he wanted to do was kill Shang Tsung.
I'm going to find my brother's killer at the tournament.
What about Shang Tsung?
Oh, still concerned only with vengeance.
He is going to pay for my brother's
The
death.
reason Sub-Zero joined the tournament
But
is
at the
to
very end of
found
the
his
movie,
brother
when he
killer.
confronts him and when he needs to defeat him in order to win Mortal Kombat, what does he do? He offers mercy.
Surrender, it's over.
This guy
Surrender,
literally
it's over.
wanted to kill him, but at the end, he didn't need to anymore.
Same as
Because
Liu
all he
Kang.
needed to do was win the Mortal Kombat tournament, and that doesn't involve killing Shang Tsung. So he gave him the option to surrender. There aren't that many revenge is bad like plot lines out there that I can really like agree or like follow with, because like for the most part, when a hero fights like a villain, I really don't mind if the hero like kills the villain. Like I like Batman, but my goodness, he really needs to kill some of those villains for some of the horrible things that they've done.
Oh my god, please don't go into that. There's... Don't make me go into that.
The ones I can think of
It
the
is
top of my
like
head are
Ellie
like
and Abby in The
Katara
Last
from
of Us
Avatar
Part
and like
2.
Roy Mustang
Yeah.
from Fullmetal Alchemist. And in this movie, Liu Kang offering mercy, like is absolutely amazing. It concludes this character's arc amazingly. It conveys to me that he has grown throughout the story of the movie. And I actually like felt something while watching it. I felt, wow, I really liked how they handled Liu Kang in this movie. And that is why I like Liu Kang from this movie. Of course, I could be talking out of my ass. Maybe the creators didn't even intend a lot of these sort of things, but I genuinely love
when you
Liu
would try
Kang's
to
arc
kill
throughout
Abby
this
but
movie.
Ellie not
And I
want
also
to kill
believe
Abby
that
because
this
isn't what
is, in my
Joel
opinion,
wanted
the
for
best
her.
depiction of Liu Kang.
Bro, don't get me started on the ending of The Last of Us 2 either.
In all of Mortal Kombat media. It's funny to say that because Chan, his brother, is literally a made-up character for this movie for his motivation. But I actually think it works out in the long run because it really humanizes Liu Kang and it really gives him like a motivation to work for throughout the story, which in my opinion is quite lacking for the other depictions of Liu Kang. So yep, that is my finger cam love instead of my usual finger cam rant because this was actually genuinely something that I quite liked. So I thought I'd do something a little different for you guys. All right, let's wrap up the rest of the movie with a finger cam bicycle kick.
We continue the fight.
All those souls, and you still don't have one of your own.
And Liu Kang gives the final blow to finish him. And in the end, Tsung died. With no bitches.
Homie, please, I didn't
No,
finish
it's
it,
not.
only the
And
remake
our
one.
hero-
I like that. No, it's not. Shut up. Stop saying that. He should have said fatality.
To save the day. So overall, this fight was mid. I was hoping to see an epic showdown between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, but they only fight for 1 minute. Then he fights the enslaved warriors for a minute, and then the rest of it is just a philosophical battle. It's kinda disappointing for a final
Or
fight.
brutality.
We did some polls on our social platforms. Which fight scene was your favorite from Mortal Kombat? Johnny Cage versus Goro or Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung? Who do you think our fans hold as their favorite?
Goro and Johnny
Goro
Cage.
and Johnny Cage.
Yes.
You guys are right. Johnny Cage versus Goro was 54%.
And that fight only contained a nut punch and a trip. With all that being said though, I still really like this fight for what it does for Liu Kang's character. The conclusion for his arc is amazing.
This again is a bit of a risk because at the end of an
Orgoth
action movie,
likes
having
Johnny
that
would have
tender
been
scene
funny.
sometimes doesn't work, but we were really passionate about keeping it because it's the heart and soul
Just
of
likes.
the movie, and it actually
Come
did
on.
work, and we found that the test audiences liked it, much to our delight.
And it allows Liu Kang to come full circle, which we felt was very important.
We come back to the Temple of Light, where we see Raiden waiting for them.
I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's cause they had to take a fucking boat back to Hong Kong. Our heroes celebrate their
Loves.
victory. But then, terror
Yes, there you go.
emerges.
Pathetic fools. I've come for your souls.
Hi, Frank Welker.
I don't think so.
And then the movie ends with the theme of Mortal Kombat, because Daddy Paul loves the MK fans.
How could this be?
It
Because
Lord
they've won
Liu
Mortal
Kang
Kombat.
without a
How
shirt
could Shao
on.
Kahn, the Emperor, be on Earth?
Huh?
Might you need to find the answer to that in Mortal Kombat 2, the sequel?
Oh, gosh.
Now on to my final review. Let me start by talking about some negatives. The CGI effects are really outdated. I'm sure it was revolutionary back then.
Because of our goal to show you what these characters are experiencing, we need best effects in the world.
But looking at it nowadays, age like fine milk, the only
Shame we
effects
never
I
got
thought
that
that
sequel.
were good was the boat and the
Yeah.
morphing effect, especially when Master Boyd turned into Shang Tsung. They weren't lying when they said, awesome morphing sequences. The villains were great, but the ninjas kind of got their personalities shafted. Scorpion,
Yeah.
Sub-Zero and Reptile are nothing but mindless slaves working for Shang Tsung. And Mortal Kombat fans won't like how undeveloped they are. That being said though, I didn't mind too much. They wanted to put more focus on other characters, and the ninjas still had the best fights in the movie. Another character I kinda disliked was Kitana. Her fight was lame. She barely had any lines, and her guidance was overshadowed by Raiden's.
If you won't fight with all of your heart, there is no hope.
In MK1 you get a palette with top on Liu Kang, so I call it topless Liu Kang.
I'm not like offended by her presence or anything, but she definitely feels lackluster. Weirdly enough though, she gets much more of a character development in the sequel. Take that with what you will. This movie is rated PG-13.
What's the main problem with this film? 4 more syllables. PG-13.
Which
PG-13!
many fans were disappointed with, since the franchise is known for its brutality and gore.
We had a big challenge in Mortal Kombat because we wanted to make the movie as cool and as edgy as it could be, but we wanted to also
I want the
not
chrome
show
skin
the
for
graphic
T100.
violence from the game's finishing moves.
Whose exact decision was that? Was that partly you as a director, or?
No, I was brought on as a director for hire. That decision had already been made before I became involved. My first meeting at New Line, and I had my first meeting with Bob Shea, who was running the studio.
Mortal Kombat v DC Universe
Why the
Raiden.
fuck are we making this picture? It came as a surprise to me because it sounded like he didn't really want to make it. And he said, you know, game's very violent, and this it's not very violent. What are you doing? And I'm like, and all these decisions, of course, have been made before I became involved.
Though I see this more as a double-edged sword. Of course I'd love to see more blood, but the film crew got to focus on other things, like the martial art action and creative abilities.
We wanted to have
Do
these
you
great
know
fights,
what skin
but at the
I am
end,
saying?
replace the graphic violence of the finishing moves with special effects.
Which are cooler and people hadn't seen them before anyway.
Which we thought would just tell a better story. So the medium of bringing this to the film would add something quite different from the experience of watching it in its prior incarnation, which was a video game.
Sometimes the things you imagine are much more powerful than things you can show. And that's what we tried to do with this. You know, we tried to suggest the brutality and the violence of the video game.
And you can show this movie to kids. A lot of people got introduced to this franchise because of this.
Because even if you'd made it an R-rated movie, you would never have got it into cinemas.
One other thing that alleviates...
Yeah, unfortunately, I saw Annihilation first.
The one in the new Mortal Kombat RE series.
Oh, yeah.
This issue is the fact that nowadays we do have a R-rated Mortal Kombat movie that scratches the brutality and gore fans wanted, and that movie is Scorpion's Revenge. Stop making me compliment this fucking movie. And my last gripe is this movie is extremely 90s. The acting, the setting, the action, it's all very
old. Yeah, but that's why I love it. Give me all that 90s nostalgia and cheese. I love it.
Old?
I want it in MK140
This is the hardest
1000.
pill to swallow, and the biggest reason why it's hard for me to recommend this movie to people I know. Now on to the positives. I think one of the reasons why I like this movie compared to the other MK films is just how simple the story is. It's just a gang of heroes going into a mysterious land to save the world.
A handful of people on a leaky boat are gonna save the world.
Exactly. I love the martial art fights in this movie. They were so hype and so enjoyable.
I think one of the reasons why people feel this movie holds up is because there's not a lot of visual effects. Everything is real. We were tired. We were really tired, but then we had fun.
And people sometimes don't realize that you have to act and do all these fight sequences.
You watch today's heavy special effect movie, like all these superheroes, there's no power. There's no power, you don't feel it because it's CG. But our film, you can feel the punch and the kick because it's real.
No fake, no wind-up cut. Everything that's done is really done.
We shot at 24 frames per second. We didn't spend...
Why does Raiden sound like Seth from WWE?
Good. We do it cleanly and we do it fast.
I don't know.
The music is very bopping. It's exhilarating.
Does he? I don't know what
hypes up
Seth...
the fight.
Talking about Seth
It
Rollins?
almost feels like a
I don't know
music
what he
video.
sounds like. Wait, go back.
It almost feels like a music video.
The face. Wait, I gotta show you that. Hang on, I'm in the way. I gotta show you the face. Hang on a second.
Because he is so old.
Hang on a second. I gotta grab me. Alright, look at the face he's using. Oh, go back. That's so dumb. Hell yeah, that one's awesome. The pictures.
Ha 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 ha.
There's awesome
soundtrack
music
won
playing.
the BMI Film and TV
Oh,
Award.
wait a minute. Sandstorm. Wait, Sandstorm is playing during that scene? I never noticed. I'm gonna have to go back and listen. That's
the way.
The soundtrack won the BMI Film and TV
Oh,
Awards.
shut up.
Went platinum in less than a year, and it's included in the 2011
No, you're being
Guinness
silly.
World Records Gamers Edition as the most successful video game spin-off soundtrack album.
Really upbeat, driving metal kind of music. You couldn't sit still when you heard the music. And it matched the action so well that I think it just became like an anthem.
The sets are magical. Tsung's Island really feels like a mystical place that has been lost to time, and I would love to go there for a vacation.
Not a bad place to get an Outworld burger.
As long as I don't have to fight in a death tournament. Other sets I liked are Goro's throne room, Scorpion's lair, and the Outworld tower. The lighting is used very creatively. The red in Scorpion's lair really makes it feel like you're in hell, and the dark and purple in Outworld gives it a nightmare wasteland feel.
The lighting job was so massive it could be seen for miles and spooked a few pilots at the nearby Ontario airport.
It was so spectacular that pilots landing at night when we were shooting over there were asking the tower if they were still on Earth.
They were scared. They were freaked. Like, what is this?
What is that?
I would fight
I
Johnny.
like the lot of them. Ray, Sonya, Johnny Cage, Kono, and the legendary Shang Tsung. After 2 decades, there still isn't anyone that comes close to how great Kari Hiroyuki Tagore portrays him.
Hell
Other than himself,
yeah.
of course. His acting and
Other than
portrayal
himself.
of this character is staggering. His expression can go from 0 to 100 in an instant.
Your soul is mine. You're mine.
Tsung is mystical and magical, but also has that aspect of being very human. We're looking at a human being.
You
who,
said it.
Through power has been misled, misguided.
And to have played a character, been in a movie
Hang
that
on.
has affected this generation in a certain section
Your soul is
so
mine.
heavily was quite a phenomenon.
A bit off top.
Hang on a second. This earbud's dying. I gotta put the other one in. Oh, wait. Hang on. There we go.
So heavily was quite a phenomenon.
A bit off topic, and a bit of a hot take. I actually liked him more in Mortal Kombat Aftermath. He starts off subtle and cunning. You know something is sinister with him, but the heroes need to work with him, so they bear with his smug attitude.
Why are we listening to this snake?
Because I am a snake who's toiled beside Kronika, learning her secrets. I know them. Do you?
But once he gets the crown, it's go time. He shows his true colors, and reverts back to his deranged 1995 self.
Killing Kronika is my destiny. Yours is to serve me. My obedient subjects.
In my new era.
Your new era. You underestimate my prowess, chosen one. You are no match for me.
I love his performance in the 95 movie,
Oh, no, he
but I
says
prefer the
for
build-up
me.
he provides in Aftermath. And finally, the best thing in this movie, Robin Shell. Not only
Of course, the how deliciously cold-blooded.
is he the best character,
I really wanted to find actors who could play Liu Kang, who could make Liu Kang really engaging. With actors like Robin Shu, I think we have the best of both worlds. Here we have a man who can run 12 feet up a wall and do a backflip, but also when he's being hurt, when he's talking about the death of his brother, you believe this man. He's a good actor. And I think a combination of great acting and fantastic martial arts, that's the recipe for a really strong film.
This sounds really lame. I'm glad you got the part.
Aww.
Not only was he fun and charismatic to watch,
Liu here turned out to be funnier than we thought, so we kept playing it up. A lot of the little bits of humor are things we strove for, but a lot of
At least he is not the Mortal Kombat guy who is going to the MK1 tournament.
Oh, well, 82. Oh, 82.
He's okay.
It's not.
but he also choreographed your favorite fights. Pat Johnson is a legendary fight coordinator who worked on Karate Kid, Ninja Turtles, and of course, this movie.
Kazanov had to secure the services of the world's most experienced fight coordinator, Pat Johnson.
Pat Johnson is simply the best fight choreographer and the most successful fight choreographer in the history of the
It's pronounced choreographer.
movie business. And he said he'd kick my butt if I didn't say that.
But also, Robin Shaw helped with the fight choreography.
Pat is here, and I'm from Hong Kong, or I've done so much movies in Hong Kong, and then we kind of combine our thinking and the style we want.
And more importantly, he choreographed your favorite fights.
We were very fortunate to do the Johnny Cage, Scorpion, and Liu Kang Reptile.
You did choreograph.
I choreographed those fights.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I
Chu's work on the Scorpion Cage and Liu Kang Reptile fights matched Johnson's philosophy.
Pat's done movies for years, and I have a background in Hong Kong action movies. By joining together, we created something really, really different.
They came to me and asked if I would choreograph the film. Of course, you know, like I love that more than acting.
Hey,
you know, it's choreography, just like directing.
If this isn't the
Where do
definition
I
of MVP,
found
I don't know what
the
is.
video of Johnny Cage singing Starlight Outta
I
Compton?
say fine. Wait, James Wan's an excellent filmmaker, but I said no matter how well the reboot is, I will always be Liu Kang. I will always be the chosen one.
This movie was a huge success and would kickstart many people's careers, for better or worse.
Oh no.
Thanks. What a pleasant surprise.
What is that? Is that a poop rat?
Is that a poop rat?
Is that a fucking poop rat?
You despise me, don't you? Bad touch, stranger danger.
And there are many things that got
I mean, what else could you say when you see that thing? Hang on a second.
carried over from the movie into the MK franchise. This is where the Australian Carno started, though funny enough, Trevor was actually trying a Cockney accent.
British people be like,
hello, baby.
But the Australian origin stuck due to his accent being misinterpreted. A W for the Aussies.
You sound
like
a ass American tourist.
Sonya's braid and cap design
like a
started
shit-ass
here.
American
Liu Kang and
tourist.
Kitana's romance. And Johnny and Sonya's romance. Many legendary...
boo!
Liu Kang and Kitana's romance.
Yay!
And Johnny and Sonya's romance.
Boo!
Many legendary
Sorry, that's how I feel.
lines.
Your soul is mine.
It has begun.
Don't you owe me some sunglasses?
Scorpion's Revenge took many nods from the 95
Ooh.
movie. And finally, Mortal Kombat 11 is a huge love letter to MK95, not only bringing back Goro to play Shang Tsung in the Krypton story mode, but also adding Christopher Lambert, Bridget Wilson, and Lyndon Ashby back as skins into the game was one of the best things MK11 did.
Hell
Would
yeah.
I give this movie a 10 out of 10? No.
Why didn't they have Robin Shu be a Liu Kang skin?
Yes, for Liu Kang
It has
and
its
Mommy
flaws,
Kitana.
and there are many more martial art movies that are better out there. Heck, I think objectively, the Sonic movies are better video game movies. But as
Oh,
a Mortal
definitely.
Kombat fan, or a starting point for MK fans, I think this is the perfect movie.
I got one last question. It's a very, very hard question. Okay, go. What's the best video game movie ever made?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Alright, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Stupid question.
Well, now we all know. It's definitive, and we've answered it on the show.
We're having
Granted, that interview was done before the Sonic movies.
Mortal Kombat.
a blast here because we're making something that we really think would be fun to see, and that's what we want you to experience too.
With
Just
Dave
a lot of
Bastia.
fun.
And to me, because there were so many fans, it's as if kids would be playing every day like monks, you know, in their own little temples.
MK11
And all
had
of a
such
sudden,
cool
we gave
DLC,
them
too bad
a
the
church
game's
to
mid.
come to, the Mortal Kombat church. All the monks came out of hiding. And
That's cute.
became a family. Interesting. After 25 years since the film, there's such
I agree with that,
a family feel to the people, to the fans.
And personally, this is my
F in
favorite
chat
video
for
game
Mortal
movie.
Kombat Midway Games.
Alright, cut the
Yeah.
sappy music. It's time to reveal the truth. The truth! Of course I made this video because I wanted
tell
to show
them,
my
old man.
appreciation to this movie. But my true intentions are more malicious. Every week I get the same exact comment, which is, SonicHaXD hates Mortal Kombat. Why do you hate MK? Why bother making videos about this series if you hate it? I'm more
He
like,
doesn't
what the
hate
fuck's even
it!
going on? Now, I don't mind getting hate comments, but it's the phrase, I hate Mortal Kombat, that ticks me off.
Just, oh my god,
At
people.
least one was a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, just because somebody is critical doesn't mean they hate it. You can love something with all your heart, but
Direction.
still admit that it has flaws and parts about it that do annoy you or piss you off. Come on, you are allowed to find flaws and stuff that you do love. Come on, people.
So apparently, me trashing the story and movies of Mortal Kombat means I hate the gameplay and characters. No, I don't. That's
Do
actually
not
a part
hate,
of the
get them out
franchise
the
I
chat
like.
before I
And
banned
also,
all of the
I've made a
haters.
handful of videos praising the series. Yeah, I totally commission sexy reptile art because I want Warner Brothers to get a
Up yours, woke moralist.
regardless. I'm still that guy who hates MK. Well, I have now made a 1-hour sucks video, where all I've done is compliment and defend this movie. So from now on, if I ever get another fucking comment of someone saying, I hate MK, I will personally send you a link to this video myself.
You just hate Mortal Kombat.
This guy just hates everything Mortal Kombat related. If you hate Mortal Kombat, stop making these videos.
You hate everything.
Watch my B-Stars review.
Is there any Mortal Kombat series that you like?
Shut the fuck up, haters.
Do you just hate Mortal Kombat?
Exactly, shut the fuck up, haters.
Make your own anime series and see how right. Why do I feel like even if there was the perfect Mortal Kombat movie, it had everything Sonic wanted?
As a
he'd
Sonic
still
fan,
hate it.
this is a huge problem. Like every criticism is seen as a
I
personal
love
attack.
Mortal
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Kombat 1995. I love Mortal Kombat. And I love trashing on the shitty story mode in Mortal Kombat. Now fuck off.
Hey guys, what is up? SonicHaXD here, and thank you all.
You're very welcome. Somebody on one of my Sonica reaction videos left this comment trying to say that Sonic is a hater and a grifter. and I took a screenshot of that and sent it to him, and he just laughed his ass off, and he was like, "Oh yeah, sure, buddy. I'm nothing but a grifter. You're right." Like all
Get
sarcastically.
him out the fucking hate now.
Right. I just realized my TV is on in the background, so I'm so sorry if there's any background noise for that. I apologize.